In our presentation, we will talk about Shanghai now and then. Shanghai is located in East China. It is a municipality directly under the central government of the People's Republic of China, a national central city, a megacity, and a core city of Shanghai metropolitan area. It is approved by the State Council of the People's Republic of China as China International Economic, Financial, Trade, Shipping, Scientific, and Technological Innovation Center and one of Chinese famous historical and cultural cities. About the changes in Shanghai from three aspects, as well as from similar social problem in the film 24 Cities.
The first part, I'm going to talk about the traditions or traditional values of Shanghai are well preserved and maintained in modern society. Shanghai is a very magic city. It can be said that it is a world center where Chinese and Western culture coexist and art and culture intersect. There may be a street in Shanghai with modern high-rise on the left and concession-style house on the right. Architecture bears witness to the development of the city and is an important part of the city's history. At the same time, there are memories and recollections of the history of the city under the building of the city.
In our group discussion, we think that the dialect of Shanghai still exists, but has some changes. Through chatting with friends around and searching materials, more and more Shanghai people can speak Shanghainese now, and some of them are not very standard, even if they do speak it. We don't know how long the dialect of Shanghai can survive, but we hope it will never be buried by the long river of history.
I'll talk about the traditions or traditional values of Shanghai that have disappeared or are disappearing in modern society alley. A unique cultural heritage of Shanghai used to be closely connected with the daily life of Shanghai people. It could be said that without Ali, there will be no Shanghai, let alone the older generation of Shanghainese. The Lane Hall is a purification of a new era which confirms the rapid development trend of the metropolis of Shanghai. It is different from the traditional folk houses in the south of Yangtze River in all the architectural forms of European and American countries. It is the most representative of the characteristics of Shanghai's urban culture and the most direct chemical substance in the history of modern Shanghai. Unfortunately, due to the transformation of the city, we can see fewer and fewer lane houses now. Even if a small part of them are retained, we can hardly see the lively scene of many years ago.
In similar social problems found in the movie 24 Cities, Shanghai is a modern metropolis. Under the circumstance of feudal ideology in China, Shanghai breaks through this layer of imprisonment and gradually became an international metropolis that China can take a benchmark. This also means that more and more people from other cities and even foreigners are willing to work and study in Shanghai. In the 24 cities, many people uprooted to Chengdu because of the war and then changed their lives. In real life, people who live and work in Shanghai also want to change their lives. The only constant in the strength of the Chinese people's struggle, which is difficult to change in many years, whether it was Chengdu many years ago or Shanghai now. It is a place where people struggle to live and dreams.
Now many people will choose to work in big cities. I think the government can strengthen the construction of the human resources market and strengthen the government's public employment service. We will encourage entrepreneurship, create jobs through entrepreneurship, provide more opportunities for entrepreneurship, optimize the environment for entrepreneurship, focus on attracting entrepreneurial talent, increase the success rate of entrepreneurs, and resist the monopoly of some enterprises. We should make good use of the internet era to further break the disparity between regions. eliminate the information gap between different cities, and bring big, small, and medium-sized cities back to the same starting point of competition.
The first question, we think all the things are different because time are changing. People in different times will make different changes to different things. We think the biggest change is the architectural things. As there are more and more tall buildings in the city, the old buildings are gradually reduced. This is largely due to the progress and change of the times. So it is necessary to demolish some old buildings, but at the same time, the present and future people will forget something about the culture and memories left by the old building. And the second question, traditional culture affect us in our living habit and daily equity. And only by enhancing the recognition of traditional culture can the society develop better and better. In China's 5,000 years of culture, all the traditional culture and traditional architecture are the cultural treasures left by the deceased. Only when they are passed on from generation after generation can they be truly meaningful.